Our senior reporter Patrick Amimo covered that for us earlier on in the day. He now joins us live from the Supreme Court with further insights on this. Patrick, you were able to speak to a number of lawyers or counsels who showed up for this particular case. What did they say?
Thank you, Akisa. It is a matter, the case that had been lodged by the Commission of Jurists, the Muslim for Human Rights, and one other person with regard to the October 26th election, which is tomorrow. And they wanted that election cancelled due to the fact that some of misgivings in that particular election that had been done by IEBC. But apparently the Supreme Court could not marshal the necessary quorum, which is of 5, and it could not sit. So depending on that, we saw the lawyer Harun Dubi, who represented the 3 petitioners, did express concern that it appeared the judges had abdicated their responsibility to come and listen to this particular case that had a bearing on the October 26th election. And Dubi was very particular and said, questioned why, especially some of these judges failed to appear when they knew very well that the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya had ordered the Justice and the Constitutional Department of the Judiciary to be alive to any petitions that will come before the courts for hearing and determination. So that was what Dubi did hold together with lawyer John Haminwa. They felt that there was some probably some sort of game being played by the judges here with regard to hearing this particular petition. On the other side, we had lawyer James Orengo also come and question this particular why some of these judges could not attend this particular session. And okay, he did also indicate that yesterday's attack on the bodyguard for Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, it could have been one of the reasons that intimidated her to come and appear before these the Supreme Court to hear this particular petition. The other issue that Orengo did raise about was to do with the submission that was done by the IEBC. According to Orengo, he says he perused the papers and discovered that the affidavit was sworn by Consolata Maina, who is the vice chairperson of IEBC, on behalf of chairperson Wafula Chebukati. So according to Orengo, he says that was unconstitutional. Consolata Maina has no legal mandate to appear to represent Chebukati, and it was supposed to be Chebukati himself who was supposed to swear a replying affidavit for this particular matter. So Orengo did point out and say that by virtue of Consolata Maina having appended a signature to that affidavit and swearing it on her behalf as a Deputy National Returning Officer, that was an illegality. And according to Orengo, he says it shows clearly that IEBC is under siege and Chebukati is not in control of matters at the Commission, and wanted Chebukati to come out clearly and either decide whether this election will be on or it will be cancelled. The other issue that also Orengo did point out was to do with the High Court petition that did nullify, declare the returning officer and deputy returning officers the appointment as an illegality. Orengo said based on that petition by Justice Odunga, then it shows this particular going ahead to participate in this election tomorrow, it will be an illegality. But we've had response from the IEBC lawyer, that is Karori, who did indicate that according to him, the elections will proceed as required, because according to Karori, he does say that the petitioner did not pray that that appointment be quashed. So Justice Odunga did not grant those prayers that the appointment be quashed. So it means, according to Karori and IEBC, that the election has to proceed as it were, has been ordered by the Commission. We also had a representation from one of the presidential candidates in this particular petition, in this particular controversial election, that is Dr. Kaluyu. And according to Kaluyu, he's of the opinion that Kenyans should go ahead and vote in this particular election. He says that the economy is experiencing a beating due to the push and pull and the grandstanding that we have witnessed over this particular election, and he feels that it's time that Kenyans went to the ballot and decided this particular matter once and for all. But then we know that this particular matter, it is something that really Kenyans were really waiting anxiously to see how the matter will go, and because the Supreme Court was ready to hear both sides, all the sides in the petition, and give a determination before the close of business today. But as it were, the quorum hitches made it that this petition could not go on. Akisa?
Right, and of course, later on I will be having a conversation with lawyer Paul Aol to just take a look at the implications of these latest developments from the Supreme Court and some of the electoral cases that have been before the courts in the past few days and are expected in the next hours of the day, just hours before the election. That was our senior reporter, Patrick Amimo, live.